I'm Max Sterling, welcome to LarpGasm. Today I'm participating in the Makers Challenge, and this challenge happens to involve eggs. It is the Easter season, and if you celebrate that holiday, there's no shortage of eggs anywhere in sight, so that was chosen as the theme. For me, I went ahead and I bought one of these slightly larger than normal eggs, and this one actually has candy inside. And if you watch some of my other videos, you know what we can use these pop rocks for. So we'll go ahead and take these out of here, and we'll save those for later in case I need to put them in someone's drink when they're not looking. And we notice that we have a fairly large sized egg here. Now I picked red because it's a natural color and it's sort of ominous and foreboding compared to like a blue or a pastel color. And I think that depending on what your idea is to use this as a prop, you can decide what color you want. Obviously these can be painted as well, but we're going to keep it pretty basic in case you needed to make more than one. So we have this one, and you can see through it. It's not completely dark, so I needed that property in this egg for what we're about to do. So we're going to take the bottom off, and we have to do a little bit of work on this first. And what we're going to do is actually cut a hole in the bottom. Now this one will work perfect because there's actually a little indented area there, and I'm pretty sure we can probably just use a knife to cut this bottom hole out. And if we can't, then we can use a drill press or get into something a little bit more heavy, but we're going to try this with the knife first. So we have our hole cut in the bottom. Now let's go move on to the next step. Now, you may not be able to find these just in a store this time of year if you might have to go to like a craft store or something, but I have some LED lights. They're on a string, and you're going to need to make sure that them plus the battery pack can fit inside here. Now if they can't, it's not a big deal. You can run the cord down through the bottom, but if everything can be contained inside, that's good. But if it can't, this battery pack can come out the bottom, and that's fine. So these are just little LED lights on a copper string, and pretty much they can just be inserted into the egg. And if you want it to be fancy, I mean, you can try to arrange them how you want. You could open this up, you could glue them to the inside, whatever you want to do. I don't really care. It can be a little bit more random for me. So I just wanted them to be inside. So we have it like this. All right, we threw some batteries in here, and then pretty much from there, that's your prop. All you're going to do is you have this hole in the bottom. You can hold the battery pack in your hand, or if you have an egg that's big enough to put the battery pack inside, you can do that. And then from there, you're just going to follow through with your finger. And this way, when you hold it, as long as you keep that out of sight, then you can manipulate your finger inside, and it'll make some sound, but it'll also show movement. And I'll turn out the light to show you what I mean. And a better way to conceal this battery pack is if you have a long sleeve, or if you're going to wear a glove, then you could actually take this and run it all the way down into the glove, or long sleeves, however you want to do it. So when you're holding the egg, you can manipulate it. Let me hit the lights. So you can see there's some movement, there's some sound, and and you have your finger in there moving around, so you're also learning a practical skill while you show off your cool prop. Now if you want to take it a step further, I mean, you can rub your finger against the outside of the egg, or even better yet, if you can get one of those little children's finger puppets and put it on the end of your finger while it's in there so it looks like there's some sort of little creature in there, that would be even better. And so something like this would be good for medieval fantasy games. You could also probably use it for something science fiction based or even post-apocalyptic. Anything where you might have to discover some sort of strange egg and do something with it. And like I said, very simple prop. You can still see a little bit here in the light, but definitely the most dramatic effect is in the dark, and very simple to make, very simple to do. You can make a bunch of these if you want to, or you can just have one. Entirely up to you. Just make sure you get an egg that's large enough. Make sure you have the little lights with the battery pack, and your finger. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, please subscribe to my channel, and be sure to let everyone that you know about my channel so they can check it out. Feel free to leave comments and come back often and look at all my other videos. I have a ton of videos, and I'd appreciate it if you check them all out. And as always, adventure on. Were you not listening when I told you it was the only one? You dare question its authenticity? The only thing you should be questioning me on is the price. What is something like this worth to you, to this world? That's the only thing we need to be discussing at this particular moment in time.